On the Throttle is brought to you by SportBikeRange.com. Performance parts, professional advice.
We're in the M4 Suzuki tent again for the 80,000th time this year, and we're looking at Jason DiSalvo's bike with his crew chief, and we're going to talk a little bit about ergonomics. You can move clip-ons, and you can move rear sets around, and that's good for you. Why?
Because, first of all, it will suit the bike, the rider. As we all know, Jason is not a very tall guy, and for him to get to the foot pegs, we move him up. If we have to run the stock ones, he wouldn't be able to get those foot pegs that high. So the good thing about these is that they are adjustable in any position that you want. It's not that we adjust them every racetrack that we go, but it makes it easier for the rider. The handlebars are also adjustable. If we were stuck with the stock ones, you wouldn't be able to adjust them. Yes, you could, it only going in and out, but not height-wise. And so that makes it easier for somebody that is short or that is actually tall to make them where you can actually push them out or pull them in. And that's basically a good thing about that. The other good thing about it is if he happens to go down during the race or during practice, it's very easy to replace a handlebar because it's just a matter of taking two bolts out and the thing slips off and we slip a new one on. Whereas in the original ones, you'd have to take the top triple clamp off and then replace them and then put the top triple clamp back on, and that would be X amount of time more spent than he would be on the racetrack.
These foot pegs, I've noticed, are fixed, whereas stockers tend to have a little spring-loaded thing and they flip up.
The stock ones, you know, I'm not really sure why they have them like that on the stock bikes. On our bikes, we don't want them to fold up. So if we had fold-up ones and all of a sudden they stay up in the up position and he's looking for a foot peg while he's doing 175 miles an hour, it'd be very hard for him to find it. The other good thing about these is they're very easy to replace and very quick to replace.
Is there anything we know that Jason is not the tallest human on the planet. Are his clip-on positions dramatically different than other riders you've worked with?
Yes. His are pulled in a whole lot further in than, say, with Blake Young or with Jeff May, because he is so short that he has a hard time actually, I think, reaching them, and it makes it easy for him to pull them back in so he can basically reach it and he can actually muscle the bike around which way he wants to go with it.
And I would think that his foot pegs are pretty high in the adjustability range. They're pretty up there.
They are as high as can go and as far forward as can go.
Okay, so you talked a minute ago that these items are not things you adjust all the time at every track. Do you adjust them from track to track, or they're pretty much set for the whole year?
They're pretty much set for the whole year. We don't change. I have not changed anything from Daytona till now. Where the handlebars are and where the foot pegs are identical from Daytona to now.
Okay, so this made me think of another thing. Since these are so adjustable and you're taking forks on and off all the time, do you have little jigs or marks to tell you how far in to push the tubes and where to rotate the clip-on around to?
Yes, we have a little jig that we actually put on top of this that lines the opening in the top triple clamp with the opening of the clip-on. That it goes in the exact same position every time.